challengers, this is Coach Valentina. I am so excited for you. I know that this is a big day because it's Sunday and this is the day where you take your measurements and your pictures and you send them to us. So please definitely do so we can be excited for your successes. Today I wanted to talk about something kind of near and dear to my heart, which is vulnerability. If we don't acknowledge what our vulnerabilities are, that is actually how we get hurt. If we do acknowledge them, that is how we can surmount them. The first step is to identify what your vulnerabilities are. So how do you do that? You can do that by looking back on your week and identifying the times where you slipped. You will see that usually there was a catalyst, something that led you to slip. And those are the vulnerabilities to watch out for. So for me, there are three things that really lead me to slip. One is negative self-talk. Sometimes I get so negative that, about myself, and I get in this negative self-talk mood where basically I kind of feel already defeated, and that's when I slip. Another instance where I slip is when I'm really tired, and then I really don't feel like doing much. The third instance in which I slip is when I'm really when I'm really overwhelmed because I have too many things that I want to do, but I don't really have a plan, and so I end up kind of going all over the place and not being able to really do much in the end. So these are my top three, but definitely if you look back at your week, you're gonna find that you have your vulnerabilities that might be very different from mine. Step 2 is once you've identified what your vulnerabilities are, then that's when you can take action. So for each one, I actually took the time to think about something I could do differently to be able to surmount that weakness or vulnerability. I shouldn't really use the word weakness. See, I still do it myself. So being tired and not being able to do hard things when I'm tired. So what I decided to do is that I'm going to do all of the hard things in the morning and leave the easier things for the evenings, that even if I am tired, it doesn't really matter because I've already done all the hard things that day. So that's something that I'm gradually learning about myself. I used to always exercise as like the last thing before I went to bed, and then I realized that often I was so tired that I just wouldn't do it anymore. And so now I force myself to exercise in the middle of the day when I still have enough energy that I can actually do it. Sometimes these action items can be really easy, sometimes it can be annoying, it really depends, but they are effective. And if you plan ahead and you write down and you know now exactly what you're going to do the next time that the vulnerability comes up, that's how you will actually succeed. And then the third thing is really to ask for help. I think a lot of times it is really hard to admit that we need help, but it is also crucial to do so. So don't be afraid to find somebody that you trust and that has your back and ask them for help. And I think there's a really big difference between wanting that person to do the work for you, which is not really fair to ask, and actually just asking them to have your back. So for instance, don't expect your husband or best friend to, drag you to the gym, but definitely do expect them to help to make sure that you don't have any junk food in front of you, for example, or in the house. I hope you have a fantastic week. Please feel free to use the worksheet that I attached in the comments below to track not only your vulnerabilities and how you plan to tackle them, but also your non-scale victories, your goals, and the things that you are grateful for. Have a fantastic week. Bye!